winding road stretched into the night like a sinister, inky serpent, and my car plodded on, struggling against the violent onslaught of the storm. Its headlights fought to pierce the thick darkness, managing to illuminate only a few meters of the wet and treacherous asphalt. On this night, solitude was my sole companion, as no living soul dared to challenge the fury of the tempest. My fingers clutched the steering wheel as my mind was consumed by fear. The storm raged with an unearthly ferocity, as if the elements themselves conspired to thwart my progress. Yet, there was an undeniable call, a pull from the shadows, compelling me to continue despite the raging tempest. With every kilometer covered, tension in the knot in my throat grew, while the road appeared to dissolve into an abyss of darkness, akin to a path leading into the uncharted. An irrational fear overwhelmed me, and my heart pounded like a somber drumbeat. It was then that I felt it, an unsettling gaze piercing my back. A shiver raced down my spine, and I had to battle to maintain control of the vehicle. The storm had intensified its fury, and the rain assaulted the windshield with menacing force. Finally, I yielded to the sensation of being observed and diverted my gaze to the rearview mirror. What I witnessed left me paralyzed. A dark, indistinct, and drenched figure loomed in the middle of the road, an apparition seemingly drawn from forgotten nightmares. The man, if one could label him as such, sported tattered, soaked clothes, and the rain fell upon him as if reluctant to touch his skin. He lacked an umbrella or raincoat, offering no defense against the relentless storm. His eyes, two endless abysses, bore into mine, their depths filled with an overwhelming sorrow. The screech of brakes marked my car's abrupt halt. My mind swirled in confusion, clouded by fear and uncertainty. Who could be standing on this wretched road, and what cursed spirit wandered on this tempestuous night? A mixture of compassion and fear overcame me as I opened the car door and ventured towards the shadowy figure. The rain instantly drenched us, as if the very heavens wept at the appearance of this mysterious specter. I extended a blanket from my car, but the man passed through it as if he were a spectral apparition. The cold penetrated my bones, while the atmosphere grew thicker, laden with an unbearable tension. "Do you require assistance?" My voice quivered, emerging as a faint whisper amid the raging storm. The man remained silent, fixing me with eyes that seemed to seek refuge within my very soul. I reached out to touch him, but an icy chill ran down my spine, as if darkness itself had taken hold of him. Then, the specter spoke with a fractured voice, a lament merging with the howl of the wind and the rain. "Lost," he whispered, his voice heavy with despair, "lost in an endless abyss. Help me find the way." His words dissipated into the air, echoing as a sinister reminder of forgotten tragedy. I gazed upon him, torn between fear and compassion, unable to comprehend the nature of the entity before me. The rain continued to fall relentlessly, and the storm seemed to breathe life into the specter's whispers, melding with the wailing wind. In that moment, I realized that what I was witnessing defied all logic and rational explanation. My mind wrestled between the known and the witnessed, between reason and madness. The specter slowly faded from my sight, dissipating like a nightmare upon awakening. His form turned ethereal and blurry, vanishing into a cursed mist that carried him back into the shadows. I attempted to speak, stuttering words of astonishment and bewilderment, but nothing remained before me. The storm, once my greatest adversary, had become my sole companion. The wind howled with a mocking laugh, drenching me in rain as I stood alone in the middle of the road. I questioned my sanity, wondering if what I had just witnessed was an illusion, a creation of fear and fatigue. With my heart still racing, I returned to my car and resumed my journey. The meandering road stretched ahead, now laden with mystery and terror that clung to me. Minutes transformed into hours as I pushed forward, my mind ensnared by a spiraling abyss of dark thoughts. Finally, I reached my destination, but my mind remained lost on the road of desperation. For days, I struggled to comprehend the events, seeking rational explanations to free myself from the haunting experience. However, I found no answers, only more questions. Today, I share my story, not to convince skeptics, but as a testament that there are forces in this world beyond our understanding. On that fateful night, I confronted the inexplicable, an encounter with the unknown that challenged my senses and beliefs. The experience left an indelible scar on my soul, a reminder that the world is vast and mysterious, and that enigmas lurk in the shadows, sometimes best left unsolved. If anyone else has experienced something similar, I encourage you to share your stories, your encounters with the unexplainable. In conclusion, the road of desperation led me to a macabre encounter with the unknown. The stormy night and the spectral figure continue to haunt my thoughts, reminding me that there are secrets that reason cannot fathom. In that dark stretch of asphalt, my life was forever altered, and now, as I strive to move forward, unanswered questions and uncertainty remain as eternal companions. Who was that specter on the road, and what was the story lost in the abyss of eternity?